Hello my guys, welcome back to Mysteries Cooks. So the cupcakes are done. I just checked them off camera. So then you know what that means. The breadsticks, I don't think they're done yet. So I am going to keep them in a little longer. You're probably like, Mystery, where's your jewelry? I'm not going to wear my jewelry when I cook because just in case I will wear my earrings, but you know. So let's take these out. Make sure you always have like, my game almost fell. Make sure you always have like oven mitts on and stuff. So make sure you have those on. So this is where I'm gonna put the cupcakes. So I'm gonna grab 2 other poppers. I'm gonna open the oven. So I'm gonna have to move my camera. I'm gonna move you guys out of the way. We're gonna go around these cupcakes. Place our little cupcakes in there. We're gonna wait for our breadsticks. I'm actually gonna check how long the meatballs need to cook for. Let me just quick check. I should have checked before, but it's whatever. I already had it at the right temperature for the meatballs, but I'm in no rush. But I think we could turn the temperature up so they cook a little faster. So we're gonna turn. No, not that clear. Clear. It's fine. This is not my usual oven I use. So we're going to take these cupcakes and put them on this cooling rack. Even though they're very hot, but just be careful. And just go, whoop. There we are. These are yummy little cupcakes. So I am going to put them like in the freezer so they cool down a little bit. So I can put the next ones in. But we're going to wait for the pan to cool down because you don't want them to boil already. So we will put these cupcakes in the freezer so they get nice and cooled off. So we can frost them. And these are so cute little cupcakes. They turned out amazing. We do have little chunky ones that kind of spilled over. But whatever. That's just fine. So I'm just going to take a little spatula. I can show you what I'm doing. I got these chunky little cupcakes that I might have overfilled by accident. We're just going to pop them out. And there we go. And bam. They are very hot, so be careful. Don't want to burn your little paws. I mean fingers. But sometimes I call my little fingers paws because it's so funny. So then we are going to, there we go. So then I'm just going to put these in the freezer. And I'll just wait a little bit for them to be in the freezer. Actually, we're going to put them in the fridge. There isn't any room in the freezer, but that's just fine. Yeah, works fine. So we're just going to put those in the fridge for a little bit. So then we will put more little cupcake liners in. But first, we're going to do a different little color, you know. Another polka dot's my grandma's favorite, but it's a little different color. So we'll pop those right in. We'll pop a little bit. I don't know how many. I don't know how much batter I have left. Just pop those in right there. Then I'm going to check our breadsticks. Make sure we're getting like all cooked and stuff. We could probably take the pasta that we drained. And those meatballs look like they're getting a little almost done cooking, so we can take we're gonna do. So, hide the camera up a little bit so it faces your stove. We're gonna take our little pasta, give it a good little pasta stir. So then you're going to put these in there. So we're just going to put the pasta in there. So then we are going to grab the sauce. And we're just going to measure with our heart again, my guys. Make sure all the noodles are in there. So we will probably put it on like low. So while we wait for those meatballs to cook. And you probably will have to come back for part 4 because decorating the cupcakes and waiting for them to eat their meal. It's going to take a little bit. There we go. Pop that right open. Like a boss. Yeah. So I'm actually going to take a little water break. So make sure you stay hydrated. Because cooking can take a lot out of you. And always. So we're just going to measure with our heart. I put the whole thing in and that is fine. So we're going to grab our little, here it is. Gonna grab this and we're gonna start mixing that sauce in real good. Just get it mixed in real good. Just move this around. Get that sauce mixed in real good. Because that's what the point is, to have that sauce mixed in real good. And make sure it's all mixed in real good. So we are going to put it on because this sauce was cold. So we don't want cold spaghetti, do we now? We'll just put it at 90. That should warm it up real nice for them. So we're just going to put that off to the side. Then we're going to check on the breadsticks. I think the breadsticks are probably done. So I'm going to grab the breadsticks and put those already on the plate. But, guys, we will not give them the food yet. So then we're going to take our breadsticks. They each wanted 2, so they got a little crispy, but who doesn't love a crispy breadstick? I do. So then we're going to have those on. That's be the first plate. We're going to move this to the side. Then we're going to pop this onto the second plate. Oops. Actually, we grabbed a meatball on accident, but it actually turned out great because I need to actually check if the meatballs are done. So I'm just going to cut this in half and have my little restaurant customers taste it. Hey. See if it's done or not. They done? Yep. Okay, as my customers said, they are done. But first, we're going to get the cupcakes in. So these will be cupcakes for later because the cupcakes we have in the fridge cooling down, well, they'll eat these. Eat the ones in the fridge. So we'll just make sure we get all our batter up. You know, the little thingies. Don't want to fill them too full like last time. But I made cute cupcakes anyways. I think they kind of look like mushrooms. If they have like white spots, I could try to make mushroom cupcakes. But I'm definitely not an artiste or any of that stuff. But I do make good cupcakes. So we're just going to scrape our bowl. And I know you're watching the oven right now. I should have, but you know, you've already seen this. So fix my camera. We're just going to get all the leftover cupcake remain stuff. We're just going to probably put it in that one because there's not that much left. So we're just going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cupcakes. And we're going to put this in the sink to soak. Just add some soap to it. Then our pasta is actually going to look all warmed. Really good. So then we're going to actually add the meatballs. So we're going to take these out. You know the drill. Actually, I might use the same thing I did for the breadsticks. So I'm just gonna grab my little pan, and I'm actually gonna put the meatballs to the side, so then I'll actually put it on top of the pasta, so it will look all nice. So I'm gonna put the little meatballs right here, little balls, some meatballs, in a bowl. And take this little bowl, and we're just gonna pop them in there. Because that pasta's getting all warmed up. And they both did finish their salad, and they said I did such a great job. I'm so proud of myself. Just a simple, easy meal. Okay, so we're gonna put the meatballs to the side, and I'm gonna take the pan off, and we're gonna keep the oven on because we're gonna add the cupcakes in. So I'm just gonna take this pan, pop it to the side. No problem. Then we're gonna put that hot pan off to the side. Then we're gonna put the cupcakes in, pop them in, and those will cook. So then we're going to check our pasta. La vista. I think I don't feel that hot, so maybe a little longer. Because I don't want it to be too cold for them. So I'm gonna have a little taste test, not for me, because I'm not a big pasta. I like a different kind of pasta. I'm gonna have them go test it. To make sure it's warm enough for you guys. So my customer just said it needs to be a little warmer. So we're going to turn that heat up to high, baby. So then it will get a little more warmer. That is our plan. So we have like the cupcakes in for a little bit. So we're going to check on those. I will go check on those. I will show you. But first I need to clear out the table. Actually, we could do it here. This is area's already cleared out. So we're just gonna move some stuff over. And here are the cupcakes. And now I'm going to take a little paper towel. So I spilled a little batter into it. We're gonna get that all cleaned up. That looks like a crime scene right now. All this red velvet cake. There we go. Throw that away. We're gonna wait until this pasta keeps getting warmed up. Cook a little longer. As my customer did say, was a little cold. Yeah, get that all mixed in with really well. Okay, then we're gonna frost our cupcakes and sprinkle them. I do have like cute little sprinkles, so we're just gonna open up our frosting. Move the camera. So this is how I test them. I do them on my cheek. Test them like that. Take our knife. So testing them as our pasta cooks. Mix up your frosting. You're like, oh, mix. Good. Then we're just gonna take a little bit of frosting. We're gonna smear it on here. Just do a good smear. These cupcakes really don't have to be perfect. So not everything is perfect in life, but that's okay. Because I think cupcakes, they're a little wonky and funny looking. That's my kind of cupcake, Yeah, Okay, so we're going to add a little more frosting. Because I don't know how much frosting they really like. But I think a good amount of frosting will be good. So just get a little frost. There we go. So then we're just going to pop these sprinkles on. So you have to open it. So it's like plastic and shit. Sometimes you just gotta use your teeth and mouth to open them. So I am gonna take these sprinkles, pop them, because they're like stars and the other kind of sprinkles. I'm gonna take a little plate, actually. Oh, shoot. This cupcake fell on the ground. We're not going to eat that. Well, just, make sure, be careful in the kitchen if you have. Yeah, be careful in the kitchen, guys. I think the pasta's probably done now, so it's definitely done now. So we're going to turn off our thing. Then we're going to plate the pasta. So I'm going to show you how I do that. I'm going to move my camera over. I'm going to grab a pot holder because this is a very heavy pot. So let's grab this, lower the camera a little more. I have the plate right here. I don't know how much they'll really eat, so we're just gonna measure with our heart again. I think that should be enough. Then just add a few meatballs in there. So I did make a lot, so let's add a lot in there. There we go. So this is the final product. So I'm gonna go serve this up. Yeah, this is the first customer. So I'm gonna serve to the next customer. I got my other plate. And they'll probably tell me how good it is after they're done eating it. Just serve it up. So, oops, a little hanging off noodles trying to escape. Then we're gonna add our meatballs in. Just measure with your heart again. We're probably gonna give them all the meatballs. This plate's for my grandpa. Then we grab a fork. And while they're eating, so they just said it looked wonderful. So then while they're eating, I'm going to frost the cupcakes. I'm glad you like it, Grandpa. So we're going to keep frosting the cupcakes for the dessert. And make sure you tune in for tomorrow, because the next meal will be a surprise. You better watch. So there we go. So then my plan is just to put some sprinkles on the plate, give them a good shake, and then we're going to take our cupcake. And there we go. So cute. We're going to put the cupcake off to the side, because I will do some with more frosting and some with less frosting. Just depends on what I'm feeling like. Add a little more sprinkles to the plate, so they're all, because we will definitely give these to family, friends, whoever would really like some cupcakes, because I did make a lot, so, but that's okay. Better to share with everyone. There we go. It's another cupcake. Trying to escape from me. Idiots, cupcakes. So then we're going to keep frosting these till they are all done. I will frost the other ones. It's my plan. Add more sprinkles. Then we're just going to go whoop, 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 whoop. And it's sprinkled cupcakes. These ones are more cuter, so I might actually turn these into mushroom cupcakes. So where I'm just going to take a little dot of frosting, another dot of frosting, another little dot of frosting. And we're just going to, because I really don't like that much frosting. I am not that big of a frosting kind of girl. Or sweets kind of. I'm more sour. So I know it kind of looks a little goofy, but I like it that way. So then we're going to take another one like that, because these smaller cupcakes can have the sprinkles. But the bigger ones, sometimes you don't need that much frosting. I did just take off my heel. Whew, my feet are getting sore on these heels, but whatever. Put mine back on. And little another dop dop. Little another dop dop. Little another dop dop. So then we're just going to put these off to the side. So, and we're going to have 2 more big cupcakes so they kind of look more bigger. Then we're going to frost the rest of them. Supposed to do little dop dops on that one. I did not realize. My brain was in airplane mode. So we're just gonna take a little bit off, do a little dot, put some on the smaller ones. And we'll just do a little dot. Actually, this one can just be, it can be whatever. It can be an extra mushroom that has white. So we're gonna take the other one. And I usually would make them a smoothie for this meal, but they're just gonna have water because I don't have any of my fruit yet. So they'll have a smoothie tomorrow. So we're gonna take some more cupcakes. We have 1, 2, 3, and then not counting the ones in the oven. So we really don't have to decorate those because you guys know what cupcakes look like and how to decorate them. So I will decorate those off camera. Get these cupcakes all. Then we're gonna add our sprinkles. And then we have 3 more to do, so we're almost done. Whew, good job, us. Then add some more sprinkles. Bada bam, bada boom. Cupcakes. There we go. So now all of these cupcakes have sprinkles. And this frosting will last a little bit. One of, not the ones in the oven, just these last little bit ones. So I think we could probably take the ones out of the oven. So we'll do that, of course. Just get these little sprinkles. There we go. So I'm going to go take the ones out of the oven now and put them somewhere else. But first, we're of course going to check if they're done or not. If they're done or not. So you always want to check. You don't want to give your customer, these people at my crazy restaurant, bad cupcakes. I'm going to check this big one. Okay, that came out good. That one did not. Let me just. That one might need to be left in because it is. I did fill it over a little more. That one need. Okay, so we're gonna leave them in for a little longer. So please come back to part 4 for the dessert reveal.